Welcome back to the Angels of Scaly Wings. Ladies and gentlemen, it's once more the man-pound mob, Doc Wildcard. Apparently, Lenny is a pretty good cook. As well as a baker. Bake stuff as well as make it tasty. But yeah, the real question for me is, well, there's two big-time questions. Is this a new timeline of some sort? Because no one's even mentioned Bryce. Because Bryce was killed in that bombing, I guess it was. And also, how does that masked figure play into all this? Is he or she or whatever responsible for this new timeline as it seems to be? But yeah, seems unreal that someone with his personality could have his head with a single bite. I took what's wrong with my Thai fork. By the end of the dessert, he seemed a little different, though I couldn't pinpoint how. As we said goodbyes and left. Oh, nice. Another new chapter, apparently. Cool. That's what I thought this was when I saw that background, but I wasn't sure. What's this? Tap of the sound. In the life trivial change, my consciousness returns to the shores of the waking world. What gives? This. I don't remember this being mentioned at all. This is just a new timeline altogether? Okay, but that doesn't make sense. I was unsure if I know would agree with me to watch the fireworks with me when I asked. If I asked, I often decided to go long enough until to impose on anyone if they hadn't asked me first. Imposed on. That reminds me of a classic from Edgar Allan Poe, who Sleuth Evans to speak his name since he served in the military. His case of Amontillado. Monster says he doesn't want to impose on Lucchese, or not Lucchese, Fortunato. Lucchese is the other guy that is mentioned but never actually shown in the story. And Fortunato insists that he's not imposing on him at all. I'll put the link to that in the description because I read that story. It's making some preparations for the day I set out to experience these fireworks as I heard about so much. I left my apartment, I realized just how eerily deserted the rest of the place felt. They weren't kidding when they said everyone watched the fireworks. I imagined there were a couple of dozen places people gathered for this purpose. I had no doubt they were shared beyond belief. While I waited for the fireworks to start, I looked at the area around me. With no soul in sight, I just realized I hadn't spent many nights outside and was reminded of the day I arrived in my apartment. Oh, right, yeah, Reagan was there. Okay. Soon the total stillness was broken with the sound of the first rocket sending its explosion painting a circular pattern across the sky. Rockets, that always reminds me of the Rockets Red Glare from the national anthem. More rockets followed, the quantity and frequency steadily increasing. Oh, this is awesome looking. As the explosion battered my ears, a terrible realization hit me. Yeah, that's true. Considering how public an event this was, how many people be watching the fireworks, now will be the best time for us to make us Move. That too reminds me of something, more light-hearted kind of game. Puzzle Cat. There's this part where Finley, one of the girls in the game, calls the starring character cutie, and Avery, the starring character, wonders if she's making a move. I'll put the link to that description too. Not only was the village basically deserted, but the sound of the fireworks would overshadow any gunshots, giving as much security as you would ever have. As the portal had been read by the administrator, the administrator is the master figure I was talking about. Reason would have no trouble making his getaway, and I was the only one who knew. I ran to my apartment and briefly considered calling police to grab a few things. However, I soon remembered they were not only understaffed, but that I might waste precious time if I tried to do so. What's going to happen now? I arrived at the portal just a few minutes later. I couldn't help but be glad it was still turned off, that it didn't appear to have been used recently. That meant Razor was still here somewhere. I looked around thinking about where he could be, or if it was worth waiting for him, when I saw something out of the corner of my eye. Hesitating, I drew near. Oh jeez. I remember seeing this in the opening, but I was hoping it was something that wouldn't happen unless... Oh jeez. Yeah, that's about it. Damn, everyone seems to be very mad in this. Sir Sebastian Francis' voice would feel nothing. However, his body is still warm. He's refused very recently, but he hadn't used the portal just yet. Why? Sebastian's guard post was not just the portal itself, but also for the surrounding area. Since Reza was already here, maybe his business very close by. The underground building, the administrator told me about all the prowess of the generators within. It probably hadn't been hard for Reza to guess or to at least try stealing them from a place where he knew they would be even more deserted than the rest of the village was right now. He also didn't have very far to go to the portal. All things considered was the only option that made sense to me. I could wait for Reza here, but in the end I decided better to meet him on the ground. If there's going to be a confrontation, I was sure I would have the advantage of the more creative space. Even in the darkness, it was easy for me to spot the site where they had unearthed the building's entry, as it was in roped-off area that seemed to fall. When I entered the building, I was met by a long, illuminated hallway that was lined with doors on both sides. Since the lights were already on, Reese had to be very close. I wasn't surprised that the buildings still have electricity, since the generators were also powering the portal. Suddenly, one of the doors opened, and now came Reza carrying a large portable box. He spotted me, he set it on the ground. Oh jeez, what's gonna happen now? I'm trying to know what kind of voice I gave him. Damn it, I can't believe I can't remember. Bob, you ever here? You don't know how glad I'm to see you. I wanted to talk to you so long. I've been trying to contact you, but I couldn't with someone telling me the whole time. We're talking to wait. Now that you've got everything, come on, help me with this and let's get out of here. No. No. What are you talking about? Not doing anything until you answer a few questions. You want to talk now? Sure, why not? We got a few hours if we want to. None of them to disturb us here. We can even get the backup generator as well as just send this on over. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the reason does look like he could be the master figure. How did you realize we were in the past? How did you know about the camera? For a while. That's what I want to talk to you about when we first up before. How about you? I recently found out. Looking back, it seems so obvious to me now. I'm not sure exactly how you figured it out, but there's so many damn clues when you think about it. Yeah, that is something I wondered about, how they're speaking English. How they seem to know like, dialect and everything. I mean, how could it's completely, because supposedly completely different independent civilizations speak the same language as us. What was this supposed to be, an alternate reality? No, it's just different time. Is there ever anything resembling these creatures on Earth? It's not hard to make that jump from dragons to dinosaurs when someone were pretty damn near identical to the dinosaurs we knew about. And then there are the prehistoric fruits, the plants, the technological level is nearly exactly the same as our past society. But we don't even have to think that abstract. Just need to look at the sky. Sun, moon, even the stars are the same. Constellations change over time, of course, but you know we could account for that stuff. Could just point your PDA to the sky and it will tell you the time period, including the imminent threat of being eradicated. You can even see the meteorite in the sky and how it could change its position every day after day. Are you done being condescending? I guess so. You killed those dragons, Reza. What a brilliant deduction, Sherlock. I actually prefer Dupin, because Dupin was the original master detective in literature created by Edgar Allan Poe. I supposed to speak his name as I said. See, August Dupin, I think it was. He was the original master detective in literature, and without him, there would be no Sherlock Holmes. Why'd you do it? You really need to spell it out. I thought better of you. After I found the truth about this place, I knew just waiting for the generations we were over was not an option anymore. No, we've taken no notice how long, but I didn't intend to stay dead longer than necessary. You won't believe how hard it was for me to cross the generators. Some of the dragons didn't go down easily. But who cares about that they got back the chairs I stole? Just this one, we don't need any village. How could you do this? How could I do this? Let me ask you this. What harm is there in really in taking the generators and the whole civilization will just be gone in a few minutes anyway? The ones I killed just a little earlier than scheduled. Even if that creep hadn't shown up and interrupted that meeting, we wouldn't have had the time to make the generators for us. How about we don't let them all die? They aren't going to be extinct anytime soon if that's what we're concerned about. I paid the hatchery another visit before I came here. With the right persuasion, I think I'll have plenty of reasons to keep at least some of them around. Bodyguards, border patrols, weapons, even as pets or companions, as long as we make the necessary changes. See, it's not as bad as you might think. I'm not going to abandon them like that, only for the whole civilization to be wiped out. Get your priorities straight, Bob! Next you'd rather starve because you suddenly empathize with a stake, and you're not satisfied to starve yourself. No, you're going to let all of us starve because you want to impose your morals on everyone. Since when do you think you have a say in this? You know why you're here. What you're doing is what you're proposing is treason. You know the consequences. Personally, I don't mind if you want to stay here. You know I don't care about corporal punishment. Just let me through and you can do it if you wish. I can't do that, Reza. I see how it is. I told you the end of this Jerris.com, huh? And now you've become the lackey. Don't tell me they've been drinking or whatever they've been telling you. You know how much you have. You know they have as much of a vested interest in this whole thing as humanity does. Than you do, at least used to. You think they wouldn't do the same thing for us? If the same thing was their family, those lines of ours. The entire world is on the line here. They live in perfect harmony with a perfect drain energy source, no wars, conflicts, yada yada yada. We had that too. You know what happened then? Of course you do. It's just an idiotic trope, you know? Random person meets weird natives, learns their ways, and then ends up saving them. What do they need you for, huh? Maybe they're going to be extinct for a reason if we can't even save themselves. You know, if they're suffering, we'll let them have it. I don't care what happens to them. Why don't you? I'm at least trying to save humanity at any cost. Well, if it's saving all of mankind, then there is kind of that. We have the solution right here. You want to get philosophical now? Don't you think we deserve it? They've had for who knows how long. Now it's time for us. Not like this. Do you think I'd like it if there was a different way? I would have spent the past few weeks doing what you did. We don't live this fairy tale world of yours where everything there's a perfect solution to everything. You should know that. Just be here for a few weeks wants to mess you up. I think I know why. Got too used to all the comforts they have here. You don't actually care if they all die back home, do you? As long as you can stay here in this perfect little world of yours. You discarded everything and everyone back home and replaced it with this. Maybe it's because you just don't have life back home. I can even understand it a little. Of course it'd be nice to just stay here with everything we don't. But being here also reminded me I hated everything I hated about our world as it used to be. Pettiness and the politics. Say about the soul flare what you want, but level the playing field and give us people like us a chance to make a difference. For all our efforts, what did we get? A vote with meaningless and see stupidity and lies. Now everyone has to pull in their own weight. We make the rules. You of all people should understand. Of course they wouldn't. They haven't experienced how it is to live like we do now. See the world burn and everyone you know die around you. Because I have, I won't let the same thing happen to them. Oh jeez. How many think you died back home just the 2 weeks you've been here because you didn't have a problem for a hospital, huh? You think those victims aren't worth mentioning, or do you just care about the few dragons I killed? Our city is the last bastion of civilized society in a world nothing else is left. Maybe you've forgotten about them, but I haven't. How many of you think will be in there a month, a year, or are they just a statistic to you? Oh, jeez. I didn't expect this game to get so heavy. But again, it did support the Wonder Warrior project, so I'm glad of that. A truly wonderful network that helps out our vets, helps them with PTSD, helps them get work, readjust to civilian life. You should always support the Wonder Warrior project wherever possible. Tell them I have linked them in the description. What do you want to do? Talk me down for doing this, and then what? It's too late anyway. You think you're just going to let us go after what I've done? Fat chance. Whatever you think, you find that I'll lead us back home and give you my course of action. Why are you telling me all this? Because I expect you to join me. It's not going to happen. And you call yourself an ambassador? This general is the only thing we need our states to fight. How can you even argue about this? Surprised there's no choices about this. So that makes you judge, jury, and executioner. What a wonderful 7 wars we have there, Bob. We only need to wait until comments pass safely. Think you can stop comment, and you need the generator to do that? So, and if your plan fails, not only this program, we also lose aim and all hope to save our own. We're so close now, we can't risk everything by waiting for your crazy plan, whatever. When back home we're dying by the minute. I will not let you. You only want to save your own two-faced time because you don't want to face the consequences of what you did. Why are you laughing about this? Because it's a joke. It must be. I'm the one with the gun, and you thought you could just waltz in and lecture me. Exactly. Why is not my character not armed? As I said about from the start. Listening to you is fun and all, but grown-ups have to get back to work now. I mean, what are you going to do? You can't stop me anyway. Actually, I can. Oh, jeez. What the text? Don't tell me this is going to be like one of those suicide bomber cowards. What is this? Show me how to do it with a little chef you said at the farmhouse. That wasn't intended for you. Doesn't matter, you said for someone you said to kill. Where'd you even get a generator? If the police reclaimed the generators you stole, it was easy for me to take one while I was alone in the apartment just in case. So what's the plan? I'll tell you what's going to happen. You're going to leave the generator and turn yourself in. You know what? I think you're bluffing. If you said exactly, we both die. Pulled out the gun, pointed at me as he slowly started closing this between us. What's it going to be, Bob? Killing all of us? Just this world? Yeah, exactly. Reed was right. In reality, the bomb provided no real refuge against them. And this, if his goal was truly to save our stay back home at any cost, he would not turn himself in. Even if the threat of saying the bomb was a real one, the best chance I had with his police, let him try to kill me. What? What? You don't run away when someone points a gun at you. Not unless they tell you to run. You don't do anything except what they tell you to do. It's suicide. I heard the gunshots. Immediately I felt the most... Yeah, exactly. Oh, jeez. Now, Bullet's vision was not far behind me as we both scrambled towards the exit. Just as I reached the outside, the bomb went off. The explosion battered my ears as the shockwave sent me flying. Flat with the ground immediately felt a hail of debris. I cowered, waiting for it to die down. After a few seconds, I turned around and looked at the sky with the fireworks still painted patterns in the stars. With one hand, I reached for my eyes dawned only to find it was wet with blood from the bulb and my whole body was numb. But I could not give up now. Indeed, you should never give up, ladies and gentlemen. I slowly got up, looking around to see if there was someone. Oh, jeez. Don't tell me he's a dot. Even after all that, I at least want him to have a chance at redeeming himself. Won't find this. So really hiding in one of my pockets, I stopped making my way forward slowly, eating steps. I was shaking, my vision was blurry. Every inch of movement felt like a new and hard chore than the last. Resigned to my fate. No, not resigned to your fate. Don't give up. Come on, man. What gives? Oh. Okay, well, at least there's that. Just gonna know what happened. I just stopped my head to try. Somehow. Unfortunately, it seems like the generators were destroyed as well. So this is how it ends? With humanity doomed to face the fate of the history and the transpace of extinction? All hope is not lost, it never was. Thank you. That's how you should think, ladies and gentlemen. What are you going to do? I'm going to send you back in time. We'll just try again. Maybe we'll do better next time. By now, we had arrived at the port. The administrator still in some damage before moving towards the port controls. Okay, so this is going to be like a new game or something? You'll probably forget most of what happened. The teleportation tends to do that sometimes, especially when someone's transported several times in quick succession. Maybe you'll remember a thing or two, and maybe they'll help you do better next time. Maybe. See you on the other side. And the sound of the portal started to do its work. Numbness and pain left my body. Things I experienced, things I had. Flesh across my heart, teleport. I felt free. Damn right, you're free. You're an American. This is the single greatest nation of all time. What now? Yeah, that's what I thought. It's the end of this game, apparently. Well, they did a bang up job. Everyone involved in this. Just wish it could have been a happier thing. Oh, jeez. But again, it's for the Wooden Border Project, so I feel no regrets in having purchased this or played it. It's called, like, erase all my data or something, and I could start back at the beginning. Not sure if I'll ever replay it again. Or, well, if I do, I probably won't record it because it's just so heavy. But yeah. After this, I'm going back to actually ask your droplets. That's military for next for XOXO. I'm pride myself, as I said, I'm military for next knowledge, even though I'm not part of the military yet being operative word, never when there's a demon crap in office. But yeah. That's a pure comedy game, extra ask your droplets, so I'm sure all of you will dig that, ladies and gentlemen. Not sure what I'm going to go into after the next route in that, because I'm planning on doing a different game, like alternating between routes. But yeah. That should be fun. Whatever I do after that. So what happens now? You've seen the neutral ending. Detonation achievement unlocked. Yeah, that's why I thought there was made different endings. So it's the... Yeah. So next playthrough, you may want to make your choice with you. Yeah, I imagine. Oh, interesting. Maybe I will record this. Ah, okay, well that's good to know. Game skip buttons can be used. Can you follow? See your first ending. Achievement unlocked, it begins. Okay. Well, that's the end of this, ladies and gentlemen. This playthrough for now. If you dig what I'm doing, please consider subscribing. I'll also back very well.